Welcome to the Cars of Palm Springs. I'm Denny Adams. Today we'll be featuring the 67 Mercedes 250 SE. We'll also be talking about Albert Frey. He was a famous local architect. He did a lot of buildings here. This is one of him behind us. I believe it was 1966. It was built as a gas station for the tramway station. So hop in, let's go for a ride. One word comes to my mind when I'm driving this: stately. It's a very stately car. This car was built on the W111 chassis. It was used for taxis up to luxury cars like this and the cabriolet version of this car. The basic taxi had a diesel engine. It was called the 220. It was used all over the world and was rugged, dependable, and went several 100,000 miles. When new, these cars were pulled off the regular production line and put onto a special assembly line where most of the hand-built work was done. The wood binnacles here, all the interior fittings, they were unique to this car. Even the upholstery is a different design and much thicker pleats than the standard Mercedes. Now we're headed to the Aluminaire house for the walk around. So here we are in front of one of Albert Frey's designs, the 1931 Aluminaire house. This case study house was displayed in New York City for a show sponsored by the Museum of Modern Art. It was then used as a guest house on Long Island, displayed at the New York Institute of Technology in Islip. In 2018, it was shipped to Palm Springs and set up here recently next to the Art Museum.
It's another day to live another fairy tale. It's another night to drink and then forget. Hold on, regret will bet another stranger if you fight. We only have a day tonight.
Around the corner is the Wellwood Cemetery where Albert Frey is buried. He lived to be 95. Driving this compared to an American car of the same time period, it's much more connected. The American cars tended to isolate you with the power steering, the power brakes, the road feel. The Mercedes, they drove at high speeds on the Autobahn, so they wanted you to be connected to the road and feel everything. We're headed to the tech spec area. This series of cars are nicknamed Heckflosse, which means fin tail in German. The coupes have less pronounced tail fins than the sedans. 5,259 250 SE models were built between September 1965 to December 1967 in Stuttgart, Germany. What does the 250 SE designation mean? The 250 is the 2.5-liter engine, the S for Sonderklasse or special class, and E for Einspritzung or fuel injection. The W111, 112, 113 series was also used for ambulances, police cars, taxis, and even hearses. It's 192 inches long and 72 inches wide and weighs 3,110 pounds. It has an inside hood release, which wasn't typical on American cars of the time period, but most European cars had it. The 2.5-liter inline six provides plenty of power. It's about 170 horsepower in this engine configuration with mechanical fuel injection. They added air conditioning. Here's the compressor. And I like the windshield washer fluid bottle. The one nice thing about European cars compared to American cars of the time period, on an American car you had to be a contortionist, crawl under the dashboard with a flashlight to access the fuses. On this car, the fuse panel, like so many German cars of the time period, is right here. And your fuses are not only convenient, they're also labeled. This is where the car truly shines through as a custom hand-built car. From the binnacle, completely made of wood, all the wood trim, even the instrumentation, everything's jewel-like in appearance. All the controls. It even has a Becker Europa AM/FM radio. So it was popular when they imported these to the US. They came with 4-speed automatic transmissions. It was also an option to have a floor-mounted manual transmission. It was also a 4-speed. It's interesting, I like the name of the add-on air conditioning unit that came at the factory for the US market. It's called Coolmeister. The seats are beautiful leather with perforated inserts. And like the Mercedes of years before it, the fine coachwork comes through in the jewel-like application of all the fixtures, the windshield, the wind vent here, the lock, right down to the finish of the door edge trim. But the best part is when you close the door to hear that solid thunk. It has a pretty spacious trunk at 18.7 cubic feet. In typical Mercedes manner, it also comes with the spare tire, and these are all the original tools. Now let's hit the open road. This car was built for long road trips on the Autobahn. It cruises really well at freeway speeds. The inline 6 is effortless at 60 miles an hour. It's just so much fun to drive this car. Thanks for joining us on the Cars of Palm Springs. Please hit like and subscribe.